This video is used for fair use purposes.
Walking clubs are taking off, and it's not just the exercise.
You're connecting with someone, which is something that I was kind of missing.
More and more people are missing that connection and are feeling lonely.
The pandemic poured fuel on a fire that was already burning.
Dr. Vivek Murthy, the U.S. Surgeon General, says loneliness is an epidemic, the focus of an 80-page advisory he is releasing today.
We're used to thinking about smoking and obesity as clear public health concerns.
So you're saying loneliness is comparable to smoking in terms of the detriment to your health?
Yeah, in terms of the risk that it poses for premature death, yes.
Half of U.S. adults experience measurable loneliness, and it's greater among young adults.
When you struggle with loneliness, when you're socially disconnected, it increases your risk of depression and anxiety and suicide, but it also increases your risk of physical illness as well.
Loneliness increases the risk for heart disease, stroke, and among older adults, dementia. The cure, Dr. Murthy says, is not only personal change, but societal change as well.
What we need to do is actually rebuild social infrastructure in our country.
You're talking about changing the social fabric. That's been decades in the making.
It's been decades in the making, but it's also something that I'm confident that we can address if we put our mind to it and if we act together.
Among his recommendations, a focus on community organizations, mobilizing the health sector to raise awareness, and reconsidering how we use technology.
In-person matters. Connecting online has its place, has its value, but it's not a substitute for in-person connection. We really do need both.
Cultivating and supporting time together, face to face, because our health depends on it.
Yeah, man, and you can ultimately thank Esau for this current social infrastructure. All right, and this is pretty much this loneliness epidemic that we've been going through. All right, and that's poised to get much worse. All right, that's what I want to go into in this lesson. But I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who I learned this truth from, and salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence, risking both your lives and freedoms to do so. Okay, shalom to the rest of the elect as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, this your brother Rachagabar. And yeah, man, we're in a loneliness epidemic is what they've coined it. All right. And the reason I'm doing this lesson is because at the end of the day, man, as these days have gotten more and more cold, all right, we live in a cold world, man, and things have just continued to spiral out of control. I mean, to where you literally have division, all right, on every single side, man. Socially, okay, racial division, okay, division of the genders, all right, and he mentioned we should relook or rethink how we use these damn phones because of what? Social media. You see, social media is a big problem, man. We know, the internet, it has its pros, but it has many cons as well, man. The main pro of the internet is pretty much to spread the truth. Okay, that's the main thing, it should be used for. But, there are some pros to it, but ultimately there's a lot of cons that come with it as well, man. Okay, which we, speak on these various things from time to time. I mean, the simple fact that, people give up on relationships and can't make relationships work because they're on social media, sitting there looking across the board. Okay, sitting there looking at what somebody else got or what type of life somebody else is living or what is so-and-so doing. And a lot of people got the fear of missing out, man. And then they go and find out that the grass was never greener. Okay, I came across this quote. It said, grass is greener where you water it. Okay. Yeah, man. You sitting there on social media and everybody's sitting there worried about, what somebody else got going on. And whole time you ain't watering your relationship. You're not doing the things you need to be doing because you listening to Susie Q, right? You listening to so-and-so and just causing your relationship to go into the dirt. Okay. But the point is that what, man, hey, this loneliness that many Americans is dealing with, it's only getting worse, man. You got a lot of suicide hotlines, people just at the point to where they depressed and are ready to give up, man. And when you deal with like he mentioned, the pandemic, when you tack on this damn inflation, when you add up everything that's going on in people's lives right now, man, It's a lot of things that's pushing people over the edge. All right. And then you pair that with the fact that motherfuckers just can't bond no more, man. We live in that day and age where, people have social anxiety from various reasons. Okay. Motherfuckers watch corn too much. You know what I'm saying? Develop social anxiety. Again, these women have the social media to where the dopamine they get from that, from all of that attention, man, it just you can't compete with that. And so we have these different problems we dealing with that just it's cause for a complete disconnect, man. Okay. But as Jacob trouble, all right, is about to ensue, it's gonna be a lot worse because it's gonna be a lot of death, man. It's gonna be what? Death, famine, okay, pestilence. It's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be taking people out left and right, man. Which let's jump into the scriptures because it's gonna cause an even greater epidemic, if you will. Okay, yeah, we go into these precepts. We go into the famine, the pestilence, the destruction via the war, the different wars, civil wars, race wars, etc. But there's also going to be a epidemic of, you know what I'm saying, not being able to get in contact with people, man. Because when the lights go out, when the internet go out, that's it. That's going to end a lot of, we know that's when the famine of the word comes. Okay, that you're not going to be able to call so-and-so. You're not going to be able to check up on so-and-so. You're not going to be able to do none of those things, man. Okay. And at the same time, a lot of people going to be dying. Like you not even going to know if a loved one has died in these times because you're not going to have access to the internet. Okay. It's going to pretty much sever those connections, man. Right. And this is what people don't understand, that this is what's coming quickly. Okay. All right. Dealing with a shutdown and a complete blackout of the internet. Okay. The media. Okay. Which again, it has some pros, but it's had a lot of cons, man. It's ruined a lot of relationships. Okay. If it wasn't for social media, man, a lot of people would be able to, discuss and talk their things out and work through particular problems. But because of social media, and again, they can just place their bets elsewhere and, yada, yada, yada. They don't care to make it work. But then they come to find out, like what you just had with Tyrese Gibson, right? Then they always end up coming back, man, because they realize this dating pool, this world we live in, with the online dating and shit, man. It's all the word I'm trying to use, man. It always backfires, man. It backfires. It's just not good for society, man, as you see. But anyways, this is Second Ezra's chapter 16, verse 22. It says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." It says, "And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down," man. So it's going to be so many people dying left or right. You're not going to be able to comfort them. Okay, we got a glimpse of that, especially over there in China, when that pandemic hit. They had it to where, if your loved one was dying from the virus, quote unquote, you had X amount of time to go mourn your loved ones, and then you had to keep it moving because it was just so much death. They had to, keep it going. But the levels of death we about to see, man, is gonna be astronomical, to the point to where you're not gonna be able to love mourn your loved ones, man. You might not even know when they pass. Okay. Yeah, man. It says, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down, man. It's gonna be a lot of destruction, man. A whole lot of destruction, man. It says, "There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men." Okay. Okay. Going into a shortage of not, humans in general, but especially men, because of the fact that there's more women on the earth than there are men. So, with judgment going out, you have men, women, children dying left and right. Okay, and it's going to be just be a shortage um of humans out here, man. I'm just saying like that. It's going to be a lot of death, man. Okay, and it's going to get to the point to where, matter of fact, we'll just grab it. Okay, it says there should be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Okay, so I'm gonna jump down. It says, verse 27, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there should be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Different bunkers. These preppers have bunkers and things like that. We know the elites got them. But yeah, it's going to be so bad, man. A man is going to desire to see another and to hear his voice. So how bad is this loneliness epidemic going to get, man? It's going to get devastating, because again, people are going to be dying left and right. This current infrastructure, if you will, we're going to be tossed back into the Stone Ages, man. Again, ain't going to be no cell phones, no social media. And they show you this on everything, man. The Walking Dead. I mean, any post-apocalyptic show or movie will show you that. You know what I'm saying? I Am Legend, or no, the Book of Eli, Salakia. I Am Legend got aspects in it too, though. Okay, where it's just very barren, very, whole cities vacant of men, women. Okay, you had that show called The Last Man on Earth, right? To where it's so how much more so, man? And that you can it's the difference between being alone and being lonely. Okay, you can be in a relationship, you have people, you can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely. All right. But, if you're alone, you're just, you're by yourself. It's not necessarily nothing wrong with that. OK, sometimes being alone, is a peaceful thing. OK, you not being surrounded by other people's, energies or whatnot. It can be a peaceful thing. But being lonely, man, it has an emotional charge behind it. OK, it's a feeling of, emptiness, if you will. OK, well, that's what's going to be happening, man. OK. You for everybody who especially you females, man, because a lot of y'all really just they're like Kevin Samuels said, man, you just buy a cat and die alone, because y'all don't want to put in the work to make it work with a man or whatever, man. Okay, I mean, it ain't gonna just be women that's gonna be dealing with it, but at the end of the day, y'all gonna get hit the hardest, man. Y'all the more emotional creatures at the end of the day, and y'all are not going to be built to, endure that type of, those type of things, man. OK, that's another reason why Isaiah 4:1, which, that's not what this is about. But that's another reason, because, yeah, y'all going to be thankful to stumble across the man. OK, the man of the Lord. OK, just show your ass ain't lonely, going through these times by yourself. A lot of people are going to deal with that, man. It's going to be the reality for a lot of people. Okay, that's what scripture just said. Okay, it says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. So it's going to be that bad, man. Imagine, because it's still going to be, the sun going to come up, and then it's going to go down, the moon going to come up. A lot of people going to have long, sleepless nights, man. You know what I'm saying? Amidst all this damn chaos, okay? All this damn chaos and demonic activity going on. A lot of people ain't going to be able to sleep during the purge, man. All right. How much more so when your ass is alone, and not just alone, you feel lonely because you feel empty because there's no other human around for you to interact with. Yeah, man. It says, and to hear his voice. For of a city there should be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Right. Skip down to verse 31. It says, even so in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. You see that? So we know that these foreign troops, we know the UN troops, okay, all these videos circulating with those white UN trucks. We know they're here. The sleeper cells, they're here. Everything's in place, and they're going to be going door to door, man. They're going to be throwing a lot of people in them damn call them rehabilitation, FEMA camps, quarantine camps, whatever you want to call it. They're going to be rounding a lot of people up. OK, they're going to be spoiling your goods. OK, that's why scriptures say for the lack of because of great tribulation and a lack of bread, people are going to be what? Breaking in other people's houses, committing atrocities to their fellow neighbors because they can't get food. They're hungry. They can't eat. You see? So, yeah, man, it's going to, the epidemic's going to get a lot worse, right? It says, even so in those days, there should be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. When they search your houses, what? You know, obviously you're not just going to let them come in and take your shit. People going to put up a fight and get put to death. Okay? Hey, man. Hey, it's going to be a lot of death out here, man. And, the point is, we know the Yahweh Bashim Shah is going to have brothers, and a few elect ladies, we're going to be linking up, man. Right? We're going to be in a good case. We're going to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Your Isaiah 4:1, your Isaiah 32:2, okay? Job the 5th chapter, Isaiah 65. We know we're going to be good, man. For the simple fact, scripture say we're going to laugh at famine and destruction means we're obviously going to be in a good case, okay? But for a lot of you people out there, man, okay, hey, it's going to be a lot. This Jacob's trouble is going to be an emotional strain, man. It's going to be an emotional, mental, physical. I mean, it's going to be the worst thing ever, man. Just, But hey, that's pretty much the point, man. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Kakadash DTA Wa Baba Ball. Shalom.